Giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the tabernacles of David scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Whomever you may be and wherever you may be, to you I say Shalom, Yasharah, Shalom. Alright, this video here is from, I don't know her name. I know she's married. It's supposed to be a husband and a wife team. Because I know she's mentioned her husband before, but I never see him, so I'm guessing that she's probably the only one that does the videos, and maybe he just knows what she does, or I'm not sure, but whatever the case may be, I've seen a couple of her videos before. It's not exactly some videos that I just go searching out, but you know how it is. Once you watch one video, the algorithm sometimes just kind of floods you with certain videos. And so this particular video here popped up. I thought it was interesting, especially as of, late. With all the many things going on, I thought it was a very good video. And usually what I would do, it doesn't really matter whose video it is, I would just cut out the person and grab the content, and grab scriptures, let that be. But I'm gonna let her speak her little piece at the beginning, roll right into the video. I'm not gonna say a word. I'm gonna let the video play. If necessary, I may even speed it up a couple ticks. But yeah, I'm not going to, as a matter of fact, I'm maybe about to relocate. Okay, I'm good. I thought I was about to get interrupted, but yeah, I'm just going to let this play from the beginning. Not going to say a word. We're going to grab scriptures at the end, just a few scriptures, and close it on out, because pretty much the video speaks for itself. All right, I'll make sure I adjust the volume. Okay, so we're good to go. Let's play.
So I've recently done a video talking about a lot of the problems that people are discovering with the food system here in the United States. And that video was pretty popular. A lot of people are actually learning a lot from that video, and they're sharing it far and wide. And I wanted to make a follow-up video to that because I'm coming across more videos, more proof of different things that is going on with our food supply, our food system, even some things that are new to me. A lot of these things I've known for a long time, but it seems like it never ceases to amaze me that there's like something else or a few other things that I'm like, oh, amazing, like let's just, that's something else, right? So yeah, I just put these videos together, and I hope that it basically helps people out there kind of discern and know a little bit more, because I think knowledge is power, and I also think that everybody should be aware of what's in our food.
So right now I'm going to show you guys what your bananas look after they get gassed. So come here, open up our little door, turn on our light. These are the banana chambers. We're going to come in here, check them out. Come here, pull one out. Okay, so this is from the left side, and then we'll check our right side. So I actually pulled off a little hand so I can show you guys. So this is from the right side and the left side. So in the right side, it starts to break in a little bit of yellow already. So these ones were gassed maybe like 3 days ago maybe. And then they'll have another maybe 4 to 5 more days, but they'll get shipped out by today. So then by the time you guys get them at the grocery stores, they'll be more yellow and ready to eat. And then another thing, let me show you guys. We also have these little probes that go inside the bananas. This tells us the pulp temperature and the temperature of the banana. So that way we can determine when they have to go out. So yeah, that's how your bananas look after they get hit with some ethylene gas.
I have here something that we all need to look out for. This is a loaf of bread from Aldi that was purchased over 2.5 years ago. And it's been in this office as an experiment. You can use it like an accordion, smash it up. And even Eric can attest that this bread has been in here for over 2 years. Well, look at this. Let's get a close-up of this. No mold. It smells fine. You can smash it down, and it will come right back up. Again, this bread has been in this office for over 2 years. What the hell is in our food? we're going to come and find out. We're going to work on legislation to provide information on what we are putting in our bodies.
We are barely into the year 2026, and I've already made a list of things that pissed me off so far this year. A lot of these things being issues with our foods. Number one, in the state of California at least, I don't know about elsewhere, they have mandated that folic acid must be included as an ingredient on all tortillas on your shelves. Never mind that there's a lot of people with the mutation where they can't metabolize it. Put it in there anyway. So now I think I have to make tortillas by hand. That's fun. Most coffee in the United States has mold in it. Mold. And if you're buying ground coffee, there's a good chance it has ground-up cockroaches in it. Yummy! And if you use a Keurig, you're just giving yourself a bunch of microplastics. Lovely. Vital eggs are fed corn and soy and are not truly pasture-raised. And the only reason their yolks are so yellow is because they give them marigold supplements and paprika to make them darker. Lovely. Kerrygold butter. They're not truly grass-fed cows. They are also fed corn and soy. They're being deceptive, and their packaging has PFAS. I love Kerrygold butter. Nothing is safe. A lot of the chicken in the United States is washed in bleach. Washed in bleach. Yummy. So you have to look for chicken that is air-cooled. But it's going to be double the price. Okay. Honey is fake in the United States. Yeah. A lot of the major brands are actually cut with like corn syrup, or they've been so highly refined, even if they're raw and unfiltered, that's a lie. And pure or 100%, lie. There's corn syrup and or cheap honey from China that has illegal antibiotics in it, and sometimes they highly filter and process the honey so much, even when it's raw and unfiltered, that it has high amounts of these toxins in it from the processing. So buy local honey, because now apparently all the honey on your shelves isn't even real. Lovely. Now we're going to go on to, let's see, some stuff happening in the air. It's not even a conspiracy. Okay, open your eyes, you can see it in the sky. They're geoengineering or chemtrails spraying our skies to influence the weather. And I'm pretty sure, from what I've read, it's stuff like really tiny particles of aluminum. Toxic! It's fine! Glycophosphates are sprayed on corn, soy, wheat, cotton, etc., and are very toxic to us, and they can cause infertility. And also, so that means your flour, like literally everything has been exposed to glyphosate. Lovely. Like headphones or earbuds, I'm sorry, like the Bluetooth ones are exposing your brain to a lot of radiation too. So that's just the first little list I've started. I'll be back with more, I'm sure.
You want to see something crazy that we ingest in our bodies? You gotta see this. You know that glyphosate that you put on crops, that you see the big sprayers out there in the field spraying, you see the airplanes diving in and spraying our foods. So we use glyphosate a lot to kill weeds, do a lot of mowing for properties and for vitros and things. So I set some in my shop, the sprayer in my shop, and it was full of glyphosate, and somehow I guess the hose leaked a little bit. Look at what it did to the floor. Look at that, it ate through the concrete. So we put that stuff in our bodies, the animals, the deer that eat the crops, going in their bodies, like, golly. That's some potent strong stuff right there.
Cooking salmon for dinner tonight. And I actually have some store-bought salmon in our outside freezer. I thought it would be fun to show you guys the difference from wild-caught salmon that we caught ourselves versus store-bought. So, let's do it. This is our outside freezer. Come on, boys. I'm actually going to open it up so you can really see and compare the two. I just grabbed our salmon that we caught out of the freezer. Okay, so this is crazy. This is Alaska wild-caught salmon we caught ourselves. It's fresh. It is packaged by us. This is our salmon caught in July of last year. This past summer. This is store-bought salmon. This is Kroger brand, farm-raised, responsibly sourced, with added color salmon. That's crazy.
What are they putting in our food in America? Today we are comparing chicken breasts. This is from my local butcher. This is what I usually get my chicken from. And then we also have chicken from Walmart as well as Purdue chicken. Now before we open these packs, I wanted you guys to see that they were legitimate chicken breasts from the stores that we said they're from, and they're still in the packaging. Now, visually, you can see there's a huge difference between what we're getting at our local butcher from a farm compared to what they're giving us at Walmart. Now, there is a caveat at the bottom that says there could be up to 5% water retained. But we're going to weigh out the biggest ones and compare the size difference between the different chicken breasts. So we have our scale set up here. Note that we're at 0 grams. Now, we're going to take the biggest breast from our local butcher shop and put that on there. And it measures in at 187 grams. Now, we're going to have to trim some of this extra stuff off of this breast because I want it to be as accurate as possible. So we've cut the Walmart one to take out that excess that was on the sides. What's it at?
392 grams.
What?
And the other one was
187?
yeah.
Okay, so this is from our local butcher shop. This is the Walmart chicken breast. This is the Purdue breast, which is supposed to be a little bit better quality than the Walmart one. Let's go ahead and weigh this one out.
347.
Oh my gosh. So I don't know if there's any math methods out there, but if you compare the percentage difference between the smallest breast we have to the largest, it's 109.6% bigger at Walmart than it is from our butcher. Now the Purdue breast is a little bit smaller, and it's 85.56% bigger than the breast from our butcher, but 5% was supposed to be water. What is the major difference in our chicken? I'm not an expert in this, but this is alarming. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, or if you have any other theories as to why the breast at Walmart is double the size of the breast I get at my local butcher.
America is in a crisis because why are the ingredients of everything trash? I eat like majority non-processed food. Whenever I do eat something that is processed and I go to the store for it, it makes me realize that we are literally in a food epidemic. Everything has seed oils and flavors and colors. We need to do better.
Okay, I have a quick story about American food quality and the effects of American food eating it. So, our daughter has been going to a French immersion school for the last 7 years, and so we've gotten to know a lot of the teachers who are usually French teachers coming over here in most cases on a contract. And so we talked to them about this, and I've heard multiple times from teachers something along the following lines. You know, it's really weird. I came here and I've been eating the exact same diet, exact same food, everything the same. I walk and exercise the same amount and everything. I put on 10 to 15 pounds during the school year. I go back to France in the summer, weight comes off. So this is talking about the poison and the health issues and everything, but obviously there's something in our food. They're eating the exact same food, different quality, and it's causing them to just balloon up and bloat and all these other things and gain weight. So my question is, what the hell are they putting in our food that's doing that? Anecdotally, for us as a family, when we have gone over to Europe for like say 3 or 4 weeks and we eat, we drop weight, and we also feel healthier. I mean, just anecdotally, we feel good. Even when we're on vacation, we're splurging, right? We're having baguettes every day, or pain au chocolat, or whatever it is, like eating pasta in Italy, and saying yes to dessert because we're on vacation, right? So we're not really eating better in that sense, like relative to what we would have here if we did that in America. I don't even want to think what would happen. And we feel good. And people say, oh, it's the walking. No, we walk a lot here too. 10,000, 20,000 steps a day. So that's not it. So there's just something very wrong with our food supply in America. So for us, a big reason for going overseas is trusting the food. We don't trust the food in America anymore. Absolutely not at all. In fact, it's beyond don't trust. It's absolutely sure that the food is poisoning us and it's making us sick. That's where we've gotten. And you'll see lots about that here on TikTok. And I've lived it anecdotally, had that experience and convinced of it and have just lost all trust. And it's just very simple. They ban all the stuff that we allow in our food here. There's something like 3,000 ingredients or something that they don't allow. Like, for example, in the EU, they don't allow these ingredients, and we happily in America put them in our food. So there you go.
So are you bothered by this? I'm bothered by it. Even just watching that again, I'm like, let me know your thoughts down below. I mean, yeah, let's just eat air and air and water. There's problems with those too, but
Yeah, so as I said before, the video speaks for itself. See, the video speaks for itself. See, these people gotta understand that America is pretty much a huge corporation of business. It actually makes me think about a couple extra scriptures now. Which, well, maybe we'll get them, because I'm done with this here. As a matter of fact, I'll get this first since I'm thinking about those scriptures. So I'm gonna get the scripture last, but we'll get it now. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, that's Yahushua, and he that is today a king tomorrow shall die. And the long disease is Esau Edom, because who is poisoning all these things that we have to consume? Okay, not only his own people, but us and the other heathens that live here. So if he's doing that to the heathens, don't matter, the other heathens don't matter. If he's doing this to his own people, what more you Israelites, who he hates, who he wants to kill off? Because if he can't kill you off, he wants to microchip you. Those are the only two options that he feels for you Israelites, and he prefers you dead. But if he can chip you, that'll also satisfy him. See, that long disease is Esau, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And it's the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, who has set this man up in this position to do these things, to show his great power. All right, magnify his glorious name. Okay, and we are in these conditions because we transgress that glorious power. All right, going back to the curses, because the scriptures tell us that what we have to go to our enemies in want of all things. Your food, your water, the air is jacked up. The water you drink is all jacked up in the plastic bottle. Hell, even if you buy it out of a glass bottle, okay, it's not as pure as we think it is. Okay, if I buy water, my water says bottled at the source. How do I really know it's bottled at the source besides the bottle telling me that? Doesn't mean it's bottled at the source. It just says it on the bottle. Okay, so there's nothing we can trust from these devils, because as we just quoted from the curses in Deuteronomy, that we have to go to our enemies for want of all things. Okay, but the big question is, what are you going to do? You do the best. That's why it's so extremely important to not just pray, because pray means to beg, but to pray over your food as well. And there's certain things that you might just want to stay away from, but if you just want to stay away from all things that are defiled, guess what? You can't eat. You can't drink at all, because everything is defiled. Everything's polluted. You see? I was thinking about a scripture here. Oh yeah, I was thinking about a couple scriptures. One talks about I think that's Ezekiel 17, a land of traffic, because I mentioned America being a corporation. All right. Here it is right here. He cropped off the top of his young twigs, Ezekiel 17:4, and carried it into a land of traffic. He set it in a city of merchants. That is here, Babylon the Great. You see? That's Babylon the Great. A place of business. As a matter of fact, speaking of that, place of business, right? Place of commerce. Let's go back that scripture up with Revelation 18 chapter. I'm just trying to get to the point. Yep. See? Let's start at 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. Over who? Babylon the Great, after it's destroyed by the nuclear missiles. For no man buy their merchandise anymore. America is a cash cow to these other countries. Now, as far as the angle of, come back, to the topic, food. The last guy was talking about 3,000 ingredients being banned across seas. Okay, this is why people feel so jacked up when they come here to eat this American food. Okay, you eat an American cheeseburger versus some cheeseburger across seas, and the American cheeseburger is 100% jacked up. Okay, it's best to cook your own, which I've been for a short while now, because I love flatbread, so I've been making my own flatbread. Okay, baking my own, start to bake my own hamburger buns and stuff like that. And it has one ingredient. Those are the beans that were ground up to use it. All right, garbanzo beans. All right, that's the only ingredient that you're gonna find on those bags. Okay, which even then that those beans may be jacked up, but once again, it's better than buying. You get my point. All right, buying this stuff off the shelf that is jacked up. All right, find the best alternative that you can find. Okay, going back to the point here, it says the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thyine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and of iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat. Right, that was the topic as of late. And beast and oil was also a topic in the video. And beast and sheep and horses. Yeah, the man talked about one of the guys at the end talking about the stuff that I forget exactly what it was, but it chewed through the concrete in his floor in his I believe he's either in his basement or in his garage. And he was saying that we put this stuff in our bodies, and the animals put this stuff in our bodies. That is the devil. You see? You tell me who's going to do something like that besides a devil. Okay, just straight demonic, man. Because he's anti-life. He's anti-life. And chariots and slaves and souls of men. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee. And all the things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee. And thou shalt find them no more at all. All right, because it's that great place of traffic. Okay, and they don't care how they treat the people here. It is a corporation. It is a place of business. And ultimately, they're breaking down the people's minds. They're breaking down the people's pockets. And they're breaking down the people's body because he wants to weaken them and fatten them up for the kill. And the kill is the microchip. Let's go over here. Mark chapter 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues, many new languages for you churches. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. See? Which we know these, coffee was mentioned there. I know she mentioned ground up cockroaches and it was something else she mentioned, might be in it. I don't think it was she mentioned microplastics like right after that. I don't think it was with the coffee, but I haven't drink coffee and God knows how long. All right. If anything, I'll drink tea other than my water and my, smoothies that I make and stuff like that. Okay. And of course, once again, we do what we can do, because some of us, we just can't afford. You see, we gotta, make do what we have. But that's why we mentioned you got to pray over your food in the name of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. Everything, whether it's major or small. Okay, and if you're not doing it, my goodness, you definitely need to start today. Okay. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. And I read those in the NLT. And then he told them, Go into all the world and preach the good news to everyone. Anyone who believes and is baptized will be saved, but anyone who refuses to believe will be condemned. These miraculous signs will accompany those who believe. They will cast out demons in my name, and they will speak in new languages. They will be able to handle snakes with safety, and if they drink anything poisonous, it won't hurt them. They will be able to place their hands on the sick, and they will be healed. And it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, where we even still alive today. All right, with all the, because these are things that people are just speaking about and revealing and so on and so forth. But if we truly knew every single detail, every single thing, man, you probably think that, man, I probably should have been dead 8 years ago. All right, I put this and I ate that, or I used to eat this and I ate that, da 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 da. And it's just like when we talk about, his atrocities, like during slavery. There's so many things that came out, but there's so many things that we don't know about. But this is in the age of revealing this devil, because this is a time where he's about to go down. Before he goes down, he's gonna go out with that great wrath. Okay. Well, let's get back to the topic though. I'm gonna go and grab this, Ezekiel 4. Okay, and 11. I'll drink it up. I'll light it up so you can see it. Ezekiel 4 and 11. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's read. Let's read a few of them. Ezekiel 4 and 9. Defile bread. Take thou also unto thee wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millet and fitches, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof, according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. And thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day. From time to time shalt thou eat it. Thou shalt drink also water by measure, the 6th part of an hin. From time to time shalt thou drink. It says, and thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight. And I didn't get 13. Actually, I said 11 when I meant this point where it's here. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles. Yet, well, we have been scattered to this very day. We do it. All right. Just because people across seas may have a better option of what they eat, but best believe everything is not as healthy, 100% healthy, in other places either. It's just way better than America. But America is 100% garbage. It says, whither I will drive them. Let's see if we can get this word defiled here. Defiled. The word is tamah or tamah. Unclean, impure. Okay. Unclean and impure. Also says down here, unclean, defiled, polluted, pollution. That's exactly what it is. Pollution. We're eating pollution. We're drinking pollution. We're breathing pollution from the air. Chemtrails in the air. Things of that nature. All right. But this is part of what we have to endure. Okay. Under the curses, Baruch 3 and 8 will yet still is there in our captivity, but we have been scattered for a curse and reproach and still subject to payments. These are things we have to endure. He that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, because that physician is coming to cut off that law. And do you mean to tell me you don't think these devils should be taken in chains? What's that? Psalms 149, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathens and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. The main one we want to bind with chains is Esau Edom, because he's the worst of the worst. All right? Because them Elamites and all them other people are nasty too. Moab, Japan, all these different heathens, they eat all kinds of foul stuff. Saudis, you might eat some camel hump or something like that. Okay, you might go to Japan and they're eating stingray or something. Go to Moab, they eating cats and dogs. All right, Elam, them niggas is actually in the food. Doo-doo and all that kind of stuff. Esau, just the worst of the worst, and he'll serve you something that's not even real, and then the not real thing somehow still be some kind of bloody meat or whatever. Crazy, man. And Esau eats bloody meat, half cooked. They show you. I saw a burger commercial the other day, and on the commercial they showed you the inside of the burger, and the freaking burger was pink. That's not cooked food, man. That's something Esau eats, but he's marketing this on a commercial, making it look juicy and good, and the inside is pink. Come on, man. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. All right. So this is just, like we mentioned, it's only but so much we can do. but we can attempt to do the best with what we got. All right. But what we really need, we need is salvation. We need our physician to come. Matter of fact, let me end with a scripture. Instead of talking my way out of it, let me end with one. I think I'm looking for Malachi 4. Yep. But unto you that fear my name. Matter of fact, let's get these first two verses too. Let's get 1 and 2. Yep. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. That's that day of vengeance. Okay, where the nuclear missiles are going to fly, Yahushua is going to pop up, deliver the elect. Okay. It says, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Host means armies, and the armies are the angels in the chariots, and Yahushua is the captain. That it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise. That's Yahushua, with healing in his wings. Yep, being beamed up into his chariot, given the new bodies. All right, being translated. And ye shall go forth and grow up as cows of the stall. And the NLT says, but for you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in his wings, and you will go free, leaping with joy like cows led out to pasture. And as we read in Ecclesiastes 10:10, the physician is going to cut off that long disease, and that disease is Esau. So I'm going to leave it at that. Lord willing, you edify. Shalom.